How's it going, folks? And today, something different, something special, a triple header special. 3 games left of the season, 3 matches, which if we win them all, we will win the league. It's as simple as that. Win every game, the league title is ours. But slip up once, and we have to anxiously look over at Chesterfield for the remaining games and hope things go our way. Yeah, today's quite a big episode. So I'll be honest, this whole end to the season is a little bit wacky and a little bit bonkers. Wasn't really meant to play out this way, but our game against Kings Lynn, which was scheduled for a little while ago, got postponed due to a waterlogged pitch. And because of the way it got rescheduled, it means that, well, we have 3 games left of the year. Chesterfield have 2. You've already seen the league title and league table. There is 3 points between the 2 sides. Our goal difference is so much better that I feel confident in saying if we win our last 3 matches, which are against Kings Lynn, Scunthorpe and Harrogate, we will win the league. 2 of these away from home. Kings Lynn as well, battling it out for a playoff spot. They're currently in 5th. Of course, if we do bottle it today, and I hate to use that word, but I kind of have to, we will still have a second chance. We will still have the playoffs, which we will do in an episode tomorrow, if it comes to that. I'm really hoping it won't come to that, though. I'm hoping that we're going to get through this game, and, well, all 3 of them with flying colours, and look great. Now, since you were last here, we have played some matches. We actually won every single game. We beat Macclesfield, we beat Carlisle, we beat Sutton, we beat Aldershot. You can see the scorelines here. The goals have been flowing. Louis Maitland scored in every single game last month. Yeah, obviously, last episode he came off the bench and scored twice. And after that, I thought, well, we better give him a run in the first team. We've done that. He now has 9 goals in his last 5 games. He has been on fire. Friendship with Cannoneer is over. Mate is my mate again. Make sure he's in the starting 11, Jack. And this is the team that we've got for today's first game against Kings Lynn. Debatably the most tricky of the matches. Looking at things here, Dylan Crowe, the only player missing through suspension. The rest of the team, pretty much full strength. Muir, who you might remember we talked about last episode as a new signing at centre-back, still not fit, so unfortunately he is just on the bench. Elsewhere, worth being aware, of course, of Maitland coming back into the team. And in general, the team just being in fantastic form. Stephen Gold has had 4 goals and 4 assists in his last 5 games. It just feels like it should be straightforward, right? It feels like it should be simple, but Football Manager never really works like that, does it? But anyway, let's get into this first game. In case you can't tell, I'm a little bit nervous, but also a little bit excited. I've got that excited buzz that I sometimes have in episodes where I know there's a lot on the line and there's this anticipation of greatness, but also the fear that it could all go horribly wrong. Given our recent form, I've kind of been waiting for it to go horribly wrong. I've been waiting for us to drop points at some point, but we've just gone on this extended winning run. Maitland and Gold have really hit form at the right time. And so with that in mind, I'm just going to keep blind faith with them and hope that they can get us through this game here. Kings Lynn, as I mentioned, a good side, a team in the playoffs, so this is not going to be easy. And I don't know why we were shown that free kick. That was miles off target. Kings Lynn with the ball here, just inside our half, working it nicely. Denton tries to play it forward. It's headed away by Terry to Duffy, who's going to look to play in Maitland. Big ball over the top. The pacey striker takes it down well, chips the keeper. Stephen Gold was fouled off the ball. The referee hasn't given the free kick. And well, one chance is squandered, but another might just be blossoming because we have another highlight. Blake, who had that disappointing free kick to kick off the highlights with the ball. Now with Jones. Gold. Wide to Matty Blake. Options in the middle. Duffy is that man. It's a great ball in. Duffy, acute angle, pulls it back to Maitland, who gets goal number 19 of the season. His goal-scoring antics have been superb. He's had some great finishes. That was by far and away the easiest finish he's had all season. A really, really nicely worked goal here, though. Gold dropping in as the target man. Duffy getting in behind. Sees Maitland lurking away, pulls it back to him, keeper can intercept, and it is as simple as you will see. A tap in from 2 yards, we have the lead. Kings Lynn through on goal here. This is a really weird start to a highlight. It's come out of nowhere, but we've managed to deal with it just about, although that header back is not good. And what is happening? What is going on? There's just slide tackles falling to Kings Lynn off every bounce. They've still got the ball. Terry's gone in through the back. Now a free kick may be in a dangerous area for us to have to deal with here. We are currently top of the league, but maybe not for long. Robinson's free kick hits the woodwork, and maybe a reminder there that whilst we are a goal up, this is still a fragile lead. That said, I mean, we could just try and catch them out immediately on the break. Gold gives it to Blake, and the highlight fizzles out. For a second, I thought we had a 4v2. The highlights, though, not stopping here. 5 minutes left of the half. Ball floated back post, and it's Kieran Phillips for Kings Lynn, somewhat against the run of play, volleying it into the bottom corner. And with that, it's 1-1, and we're back in second place. Of course, draws aren't good enough. We have to win our last 3 games to be sure of anything. A draw in this first match, and our fate is completely out of our own hands. We just surrender it. Chesterfield get the say, and that's not really the situation I want to be in here. At the break, it actually has been way more even than I realised. The XG definitely swung back in Kings Lynn's favour after we got that goal. Perhaps a little bit of complacency seeping in. I'm going to tell the players I'm far from pleased. Gold, by the way, on a 6.6, an uncharacteristically poor performance by him. We'll hope he can step it up. He is certainly the kind of player you expect to step it up. While Butterworth wide to Jones. Back with Butterworth, who's going to try and bend it from range. He hits the post. It's cleared away just about by Kings Lynn. Less than a minute into the second half, and a signal of intent perhaps that we're going to come out with renewed vigour in this half. There is a corner, though, to deal with. Harker, of course, in goal. A-OK, just trying to get rid of him from the first team. Don't need an A-OK update every episode. I feel like every episode recently I've just been talking about him. He has been out clubbing again, though. I think he's been seen out at bars 5 times since January. The fame really has gone to his head. I mean, Manchester, good night out to be fair, but even so, he's a professional, apparently. He's anything but a professional. And, Harker has come back into the team, and to be honest, been pretty significant, I feel like, in our turnaround of form. Anyway, I'm doing all this talking as Kings Lynn maintain the ball. I'm expecting Harker to have a thing or two more to do in what remains of this match, as we do have possession here. Duffy in the middle, plays through Maitland, who's in behind. Can he go round the keeper? Of course he can. I'm sorry, Maitland. I'm sorry I doubted you. Cannonier had a run of form. Maybe now it's Maitland's time to have a run of form. He's taken every chance that's come his way. Such a composed finish as well. Gold playing it to Duffy. Maitland just uses a bit of a burst of pace to get in behind. Goes round the keeper, slots it into the bottom corner, makes it 2-1. We know, though, that there's still a lot to do here. This is not over. This is not a game, set and match scenario. 40 minutes remaining here. We've blown a lead already. Let's just, try and hold on to it for a little longer than last time, he says, as a kickoff highlight begins. This, perhaps on paper, the most difficult of the games we've got left. And while Harker might be called into action, he is going to be called into action. Superb save to tip it round the post. Coming up to an hour gone here, we're not having enough of the ball for my liking. I want us to just slow down the play a little bit here. And you know what? Whilst we're here, let's make some changes. Jones on a booking just concerns me. I'm going to bring in Cabazuto, who recently has kicked up a stink and has announced his intentions to leave the club at the end of the year. He's asked for a transfer. We have got him listed by request. Elsewhere, Fischini has not had the most solid of games, so I'm going to bring in Ibrahim as well. Just try and get some fresh legs into the midfield to see out this game. We've got, 30 minutes? And I would like us to just, seize a little bit more possession, hold on to it a little bit better for what remains of the game here. Try and kill off this game. 15 minutes left. Throw in on the far side. Kings Lynn in possession. It's down the line to Brown. Now with Phillips, who's going to switch over to Denton, who's going to have a lot of time and space to pick out a ball here. He does so. Phillips already has 1 goal. He very nearly had a second, but his header just the wrong side of the crossbar. Oh, I'm getting nervous, folks. 7 minutes left. There's another highlight, and they've been a lot of highlights on our goal that we've been watching. Gold, though, has the ball here. If Maitland gets a hat-trick, we're on the pitch. That would probably seal this game. He turns his man, turns on the afterburners, did everything right till the finish. His dribble was superb. His turn of pace, the ability to find that, area of space to attack into was superb. He's missed 1 chance. He might get another right away, though. He's gone round the goalkeeper again. It's so predictable at this point. But with it, I think he's just got his hat-trick, right? That is a hat-trick for Maitland. He makes it 3-1. And what a time to come good. Duffy with the ball, threads through Maitland, uses his pace, takes it round the goalkeeper superbly, slots it into the bottom corner, and I think, and I don't want to speak too soon, but with 2 games left of the year, we are going to sit top of the league. And a difficult game here, but a game that we've come through with some clinical finishing, and I think we have Maitland to thank. He's got a hat-trick in this game. He has been absolutely sensational. That is a very nice victory. I'm hoping the next 2 games are slightly less eventful. That was stress. Anyway, no messing around today. Next game in 4 days' time. It's Scunthorpe away. Let's get straight to it. Okay, folks, game number 2. Chesterfield, by the way, away against Aldershot in 12th. Of course, if we win here and they lose, we could find ourselves in a situation where the title is sealed, and for the last game, I can just have the most relaxed commentary ever. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Today's opposition is Scunthorpe, of course, a team who starts in League 2 at the start of Football Manager save games. They've been a bit of a yo-yo club over the last few years. Last year, they finished 15th, media prediction of 9th this year, and they've underperformed so far. But make no mistake, being away from home against them, we cannot afford to underestimate them today. In terms of our team, just one change that I wanted to make, and I realise I can't make it, Dylan Crowe, still suspended. So as a result, we are going to be sticking with Daly at right back. This guy has been the backup right back this year. He's not played an insignificant amount. He's not really contributed like Dylan Crowe has. So yeah, bit of a shame that we don't have Crowe in there. But the rest of the team, I think I want to kind of keep it unchanged. I'm now looking at things here, realising we've got a couple of players struggling for fitness. You know what? We'll bring in Jamie Dunn, I think, for Duffy. Butterworth is also struggling, so we'll bring in Ibrahim. But I think the rest of this team, I'm going to leave largely unchanged. We'll move Ibrahim to box and play Fiskini as the centre mid on attack. Should I be worried about Quantza and Terry at the back? I could bring in Marques Muir, but he's only fit for 45 minutes. Now, you know what? I'm going to go with this team. It's not fully rested, but it's been a long season. I'm sure that Scunthorpe are going to have players out and players struggling too. And I'm hoping that our superior quality on the pitch is going to see us through this one. Of course, we will keep a keen eye on the Chesterfield game. It's the one right at the very top of the latest scores. Yeah, I'm nervous. Okay, we're 19 minutes into our game. Elsewhere, Aldershot are beating Chesterfield 1-0, which is mad. I mean, this is going as well as it could for us, besides the fact we are yet to score here. I say that like we're overdue a goal. Truth be told, 22 minutes in, this is the first highlight of the game, and whilst it is starting with their keeper in possession, Scunthorpe here still have the ball and maybe looking to play it forward. Maffa to O'Neill. Inside, O'Neill played through Maffa, who's one-on-one and smashes it into the top corner. And when I looked gleefully over at the Chesterfield result and the fact they weren't winning, maybe I need to keep an eye cast closer to home, because we are now down in this game. 22 minutes gone. Harker came out but couldn't make the stop, and it was smashed into the top corner. Of course, as things stand, both ourselves and Chesterfield losing, we stay top of the league. This is not the scenario I was expecting. And I have just spotted Chesterfield now 2 goals down in their game. But over here, Scunthorpe have now made it 2 goals in their game. Both teams at the top of the table taking on teams way, way below them. Both 2-0 down in the first half. I mean, this could end up being a really anticlimactic end to the year if both teams just lose their last 2 games. I mean, Harker in goal there, not really covered himself in glory. Scunthorpe have had a handful of chances. They've taken every single one that's come their way, and now Blake has just murdered a man. And that's probably a red card. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong in our match. The only silver lining in all of this is that over in the other game, things are equally as chaotic. Right, Marques Muir, you are going to make your live com debut today. We're going to play Terry at left back. Marques Muir is going to come in and play centre back. And then we're going to drop the centre attack in mid. Oh my word, what has happened? They've now got a free kick. If that goes in, I just stand up, I walk away, and I join you for the last game. We are 2 goals down here, a man down. Scunthorpe have ridden their luck, taken their chances, and frankly, we've been dreadful. I think that's probably an understatement. We've just not been good enough here. They might even still have another chance. Maffa with the ball crosses it in. Trevitt at the back post. We win it well through Maitland, who needs to be careful on a booking. Right, we've made it in at the break. It's 2-0 Scunthorpe. It's a weird game. We've got a higher XG. Actually, after the sending off, we've continued to be on top. But there's still plenty of football left to be played here. We've got to try and turn things around. In the other game, by the way, Chesterfield are 3-0 down. Is this the kind of game where I should just go for it? There's not really anything to lose, but I feel like going even more attacking. Maitland on a booking scares me. I'm going to bring in Cannoneer. Elsewhere, I don't think I want to make any further changes. We'll make the 1 sub for now. I feel like this game's got away from us. I'm just gobsmacked that Aldershot are beating Chesterfield 3-0. Chesterfield, now 4-0 down, have been sensational to end the year. And from absolutely nowhere, they've bottled it as we also simultaneously bottle it. And with, 10 minutes left of this game, I don't want to say it too loudly because Chesterfield have got a goal back. This is going down to the final day of the year. It's 5-1 in their game. Our game's still 2-0. Nothing's happening. We've now got an injury to Shane Daly. I'm running out of players. Cabazuto can play right back. Get me off the pitch. Get me out of Scunthorpe. Get me out of I don't want to be in this town anymore. Set me free. We've lost 2-0. I'm not sure how. Weird game. We're still top of the league. And there's just one game left of the season. And that last game of the season is in 2 weeks' time. So lots of time to get rested up. We are going to be taking on Harrogate. Elsewhere, Chesterfield are taking on Sutton. And it is all going to come down to the final game of the year. Right, I'll join you guys in a moment. I'm nervous. I'm excited. I think we are still top of the league. It's all going down to the wire. Let's see if we can make this happen. So it all comes down to this. The final game of the season. We're taking on Harrogate Town. We're at home. It should be simple. It should be. I don't think it is going to be simple, though. And the reason I don't think it's going to be simple is because my first team is decimated. Cannonier's out injured. Butterworth's out injured. Duffy can come back into the team. Dylan Crow is still suspended. I didn't realise he had so many yellow cards, but apparently 15 yellow cards in all English competitions means you get a 3-match ban. So he's not back. Then our other right back, Shane Daly, he's also suspended. At left back, Matthew Blake is suspended. So that's 3 fullbacks out. It means that our right back today, Tom Sands, just goes in as third choice right back to do his thing. He's never played there for us. It's going to be a bit of a learning experience. At left back, Tabayo, not a massive drop down in quality, but still not really the kind of player who you want to throw in untested at this point in the season. In the midfield, as I mentioned, it's a bit of a mess in terms of we're going to have to rotate things around. Butterworth and Cannonier, 2 players who would have been great to have either starting or just to come on off the bench. What it does mean is that Abella is going to be on the bench because Rodwell Grant is also injured for a number of weeks. So, yeah, Abella is now third choice striker. The Maltese magician, a man who's played 3 matches for me in 3 years. Yeah, it's not a great end to the year. This just feels like it's set up for bad things. It feels like this is just a horrible way to enter the last game of the year. We'll have Harry Wallace on the bench as well. Truth be told, when I look at this team, I should be confident because it's still a good team, but we are missing a lot of very important players. Players who would change the game for us, players who would start this game for us. And with it all coming down to the wire and the 2 teams being tied on points, yeah, it's impossible not to feel a little bit apprehensive, I feel like. So anyway, let's submit the team. I think this is the team we're going with. Gold, Maitland, Duffy. It's a strong front 3. I fear that this is the kind of game where we're just going to have to try and outscore Harrogate. Although, without our kind of trademark fullbacks putting in balls from deep, I am concerned about the service forward to Gold. I feel like we have missed Dylan Crow in these last couple of games. We missed him last game. Of course, we are going to be keeping a nervy eye towards Chesterfield, knowing whatever Chesterfield do, we just have to match it. Savage for them has just hit the crossbar after 8 minutes as well. That is not what I want to see this early on. Oh my word. 20 minutes gone here. They are having a bit more of the ball than us. A distinct lack of chances for either team. I'm just crossing my fingers, crossing my toes that we're going to just get through this game. I feel nervous. More nervous than I thought I'd feel. You know, if we didn't have the injuries and suspensions, there would be a spring in my step. I would feel confident. But that Scunthorpe game really has just unnerved me a little bit. And suddenly Harrogate are through and Hark is forced to make a sensational save in the one-on-one. And elsewhere, Chesterfield have taken the lead against Sutton and they are 2-0 up. Which makes the kind of situation here kind of simple. We have to win. There's not much more to it if it stays like that. We have to win. And at the break, there's been no highlights the second half of the first half, and it's 0-0. It's 0-0. There is not a lot happening here, is there? We're going to go more direct and try and hit early crosses, I think. Try and get it to Gold a bit quicker. But we need a goal from somewhere. We need someone to turn up as the hero. It's going to be Quanta playing it out from the back to Ibrahim. Duffy tackled from behind. That was a crunching tackle. That could be a straight red. It is going to be a straight red. Oh, we have to win this game from this situation. There's half an hour left here. They're down a man. We can tell the wing-backs, I feel like, to get forward now. In the midfield, I mean, Ibrahim on a booking scares me. Let's bring in Cabazuto and move Jones to box-to-box midfielder. The front 3 that I bigged up so much, not doing very well. The issue being here is that Cannonier is not available to bring on. Butterworth is not available to bring on either. So I think I'm just going to have to stick with Maitland, Gold and Duffy. They are players that have the quality that even on a bad day at the office, they can just turn up with a moment of magic. So yeah, we're going to go with them as we maybe have a free kick here. We do have a free kick here. It's going to be Cabazuto over it. The Gibraltarian Prince. Can he score? He hits the crossbar and it's cleared away by Harrogate. They are hanging on here. 25 minutes they have to weather this storm. So we're going to look to continue to play on the front foot. Duffy whips it in. Gold can't quite get his head on it. Kanina now with the ball for them, looking to bring it out. And whilst, you know what, I do maybe have to be slightly wary of the counter-attack, there's also a big part of me that really just wants to go forward and attack here. We still need a goal, of course. We still need a goal. So, yeah, there's no point in I guess, applying caution to the win. We have got 18 minutes. We have to take the leader and get something. Duffy trying to play in Foschini. The Italian stallion. Options in the middle. Maitland and Gold are queuing up. Gold is there. It's saved by the keeper and cleared away by the Harrogate defence. We are knocking on the door here. We are creating chances. We just need a goal. Quanza's not going to get his header on it. Harrogate just going to look to get this away from danger. I mean, you have to imagine them with them down a man. This is for them about weathering the storm, about just trying to get through what remains of this game. And now Duffy is injured, which is not ideal. I'm going to have to bring in Dunn to play advanced playmaker, I think, which is, it's not a bad sub. It's not necessarily the sub I'd want to do. There is no time left here, everyone. Right, DeBayo can go forward. Dunn is already on attack. Jones, what do I want to do here? Do I take off Jones and bring in Abella? I almost feel like I've got to. I almost feel like I've got to take off Jones and bring in Abella here. We need a goal scorer. Abella is not the man I necessarily want to be bringing on to be the goal scorer. But with all the injuries, he is currently the third best striker in the team. We are going to go to a 4-3-3 thing. I mean, look, I'm getting desperate at this point, in case you can't tell. Hit early crosses is fine. More direct. In transition. Over the defence. Just get it forward quickly and out of possession. Press like we've never pressed before. We have to score. There is 6 minutes left. They are down a man. Chesterfield are still 2-0 up in their game. And, I mean, at this point, I think we throw forward the goalkeeper, right? We throw forward the goalkeeper. I think it has to be done. Harker, get forward. See what you can make happen. 6 minutes of added time. Is there going to be a highlight? Football Manager, please. Please, Football Manager. There's 20 seconds left. There is 20 seconds left. Is there a late sting in the tail here? We've won the ball. I think it's offside if he gets there, but Gold doesn't get there anyway. Cabazuto wins the second ball. Dunn can't get there. It's with Sams, the centre-back, come right back. He's turned hero once before. He floats it to Abella, who nods it forward. Gold hits the woodwork. It rolls across the goal line, but it doesn't go in. And Stephen Gold has missed perhaps the easiest chance he will have all season. I mean, we still have the ball, but there is no time. Foschini loses possession. And that highlight right there is the difference between us winning the league and going into the playoffs. Unless Dunn is bringing it forward. He dinks it. Gold takes it down and just panics in the moment. And that's going to be the game. I don't believe what I've just seen. I don't believe that miss. Look at the XG chart at the end. What was the XG on that chance by Gold? I don't believe it. I don't. Do I want to watch that last highlight again? I'm not sure if I can bring myself to do it. On the final day of the season, we dropped down to second. In the most heartbreaking fashion. We had so many chances. Man of the match, by the way, their goalkeeper. It had to be. It had to be. Duffy's now out for 4 to 5 months. Dunn is out for 2. I mean, Duffy is now not available for the playoffs, and he is a significant part of our team. 21 assists and 16 goals in 44. I'm absolutely heartbroken. I can't believe what we've just experienced. We are going to be in the playoffs. We are going to be in the playoffs. I want to watch back that last highlight to end the episode. I don't even think I can stomach it, though. I'm going to watch the highlight of this. The 97th minute, and Stephen Gold hit the post. How did he miss this? I'm just going to end this episode with this highlight. Abella heads it. Gold. It's the way it rolls across the line. That has physically hurt to watch. In case you can't tell, I'm absolutely gutted. We've got the playoffs to navigate. We will have an episode tomorrow, and it's going to be a big one. We, of course, enter at the second round of the playoffs, which is essentially the semi-final. We will play one of those winners. In terms of the winners of the first round who we're going to play, you're going to have to wait till next time to find out. I need to go lie down, maybe have a cry. I will see you tomorrow for a bonus Park to Prem weekend upload. I can't believe what I've just witnessed. Yeah, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like. I think you can do that for my suffering. Yeah, Chesterfield champions. I'll see you tomorrow.